California. The land of opportunity. The land of laziness. The land of pay someone else to do it for me. San Francisco Bay Area has 10 million people, give or take, and they claim to have a place for everyone. You got San Francisco, the city. You got Santa Cruz, the boardwalk, the beach. You got Oakland, the town. You got Napa Valley, for you wine connoisseurs. And then you have San Jose, the real capital of Silicon Valley. Chances are, whatever method you're using to watch this is thanks to someone in Silicon Valley that works at one of these massive campuses that designed it. San Jose is some of the nicest weather in the world, but the people that work here love tech so much that they'd rather stay inside and code all day than come enjoy the great outdoors. But hey, San Jose's nickname is Man Jose for a reason. This tech bubble of Silicon Valley spreads deep into the peninsula of the San Francisco Bay Area. Cupertino, Palo Alto, Menlo Park, to name a few. What was once apple orchards has not only become Apple Computer, but it's also become as close as you can get to paradise on Earth in America. But like most things in life, it's pay to win. Now, when I say Californian millionaire, your mind probably wanders to Hollywood, Beverly Hills, Malibu, mansions, gated communities, rich snobs. That's the stereotype. I'm not pointing any fingers here. The reality is those millionaires, they live in nice neighborhoods with safe streets, good schools, and simple houses. What else could you ask for with American paradise? Don't get me wrong though, the views are pretty cool. What about that American muscle? America grew up during the industrial era. And sure enough, the Bay Area claims to have that too. South San Francisco, the industrial city. Heh. Loud and proud. Well, let me tell you, I can't help but chuckle when they call South San Francisco the industrial city. I mean, come on. Maybe this? Is this what they're considering the industry? Electric van? A full-size truck? Could that be it? See these streets? These streets are just too clean for me to call this the industrial city. I'm just not seeing it, guys. Cleveland. Now that's industry. There might not be much shaken down on the streets of South San Francisco, unless you want to count these vans and a full-size truck. But that industry is still poking around here in Cleveland. You may not like pollution or things that smell bad, but the reality of it is, creates the things that we use every day in the world that we live in. And I think it's some pretty cool stuff. Now, they call South San Francisco the industrial city, and I don't know about you, but this doesn't quite cut it for me when it comes to industry. All right. This is a lot of vans, I'll give you that. 3 vans on a block, that's a pretty good number. Once one of the largest cities in the world, Cleveland used to be a destination. But you don't have to believe me. That's fine. That's fine. And that little invention that we obey as our master when it turns red, that came out of Cleveland. And the very first police cars came from a little city south of Cleveland called Akron, Ohio. My homeland. Also home of LeBron James. There's manufacturing of all kinds here. But one of our bread and butter was tires. Tires are those things on your car that make contact with the road. But you probably never thought about where those tires come from, did ya? About 100 years ago, just about every tire company in the world was situated here in Akron. One of them even decided to stick around. Thanks, Goodyear. These companies went leaps and bounds for their employees. So much so that Goodyear built an entire neighborhood just for their employees to live in. All right, it was kind of crappy to build the neighborhood on the east side of town where all the pollution ends up, but check this out. For a meager couple million, you can literally live like Gatsby, and no one wants it. Because they'd rather pay $2 million for a little slice of American perfection. Here's some, wait a second. This isn't Akron. Yet this is the most industrial thing I've seen in South San Francisco. Even the main road of South San Francisco, full of houses. Not one industrial building. Come on, guys. Come on. All right. I guess that's industry, but not American industry. Now, if I were to guess, the reason I'm not finding much industry here is because it never really took off. Take this library, for example. Opened in 1916, funded by Andrew Carnegie. Clearly a branding ploy that didn't pay off. So maybe you'll think again when you think California has it all. Cheers.